Greetings, gentlemen and ladies. In today's video, we are going to be taking a look at how to quickly and easily create a browser game, just like you see here. I am, of course, using the Angry Birds game as an example for this video because it's a pretty common and familiar game, and it'll get us started. Let's jump into the Sorceress Game Creation Suite, and you can head on over to the Wizard Genie game engine. Now, there are two versions of this. The web version, where you can jump right in and you can actually start coding for free. You can try this for free and you can get some trial credits. Or you can download the Wizard Genie desktop version by becoming an early access supporter. It's worth pointing out that everything you see in this demo, from the bird characters to their little subtle animations to the background layers and the coding, the physics of it all of these were handled by AI workflows. You don't have to know how to draw. You don't have to know how to program. You don't have to know how to create music or sound effects. And by the way, those were also generated as a part of this process. All of those tools and more are a part of the Sorceress Game Creation Suite. Game Creation Suite, which basically means asset creation, images, videos, animations, 3D models, sound effects, music, voxel characters, and so on. The latest addition to the Sorceress Game Creation Suite is the Sorceress API, which allows your coding agent to use all of those tools on its own. So to create this Angry Birds demo, here's what I asked for, and this is essentially all I did. Build me a clone of Angry Birds. Use the Sorceress API and AutoSprite version 3 to create characters and animations. I said to use GPT Image 2.0 for the character generation, and that is because over in the AutoSprite 3 tool, you can choose whichever image model you want to generate your base character. You can ask for any art style, you can ask for any character. Different image models will give you a differing result. I favor GPT Image 2.0. Nano Banana 2 is also excellent. Seed Dream is great in case you need anything uncensored. And I can actually come in here and I can say something like a night character, side view, green screen, pixel art, and I can generate my characters manually through the web interface. Additionally, if you're using the Sorceress API, you can just say, generate me some pixel art night characters for this game. And the Sorceress coding agent will take care of that process in the background for you. It did that with these Angry Birds characters in my case. Now I can check out the results and see how they came together. So here we've got a few of the animations that came with this particular character. And let's pretend I didn't like them. I could go ahead and regenerate them. So I have full control over everything that gets created in my game. But if I want to get a prototype going faster, easier, quicker, I can let my coding agent get that base layer down. And that is really the point behind the Sorceress Game Creation Suite. AI tools are incredibly powerful, and there's a lot of them. But I never wanted to create an automatic game creation system. I wanted to create tools that would help you prototype, but also not take away any of the control and the customization that you want to have when making your game. So these tools can be very automated, but they can also be very controlled. Each step can be controlled. It's entirely up to you how you want to use the tool. So since this video is about how to create a browser game, I've actually built in a very easy way to handle that into the Wizard Genie game engine. If you're using the desktop version, just right click on the game that you want to publish to the Sorceress Arcade. Go ahead and click Push to Sorceress Arcade. Make sure you're signed in. Once that's uploaded, the Sorceress Publishing page will pop up and it'll simply ask you to publish your game. In this case, I'm publishing a new game. I'm going to call it Angry Clone. And from here, your game will be playable. You can actually share a link with friends. This will be available in the Sorceress Arcade. So that is the quick way to publish a browser game. And of course, from here, you can change, modify, edit, tweak, continue to iterate, play test, and develop the game you actually want. I still think it's kind of wild that this Angry Birds game is probably like $1 billion franchise at this point. And it's essentially remade in a few prompts. Now it needs more levels, it needs more refinement and polish, but the base gameplay is actually pretty solid. The physics look pretty good, and this is remade in a few prompts, so I don't know. Gentlemen and ladies, I hope you've enjoyed today's video. Check out the Sorceress Game Creation Suite and get started building your game today. As I mentioned, free trial available.